McDonald's, a popular fast food chain, has been around since 1955. Since their opening 60 years ago, the restaurant has developed quite the reputation. McDonald's has become known for their low prices, unhealthy food, and, of course, the memorable yellow arches. This past year, in an attempt to revitalize their image, McDonald's released a new advertisement entitled Signs. For those of you who have never seen it before, here it is.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know. I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
After my first viewing of this commercial, my initial reaction was that the advertisement was both touching and innovative. I'm sure that many other viewers had these same feelings originally. However, upon further analysis and repeated viewings, many important flaws arise. Throughout the Signs commercial, McDonald's pays tribute to many national tragedies and celebrations throughout the years. But is this commercial really a tribute? This commercial shows signs stating Boston Strong, and we remember 9/11. But how does simply changing the sign in front of their stores pay a tribute to these tragic events? How is McDonald's related to these tragedies at all? McDonald's takes advantage of their audiences by evoking an emotional response and attempting to create a subconscious association with this fast food chain and these memorable historical events. By instilling a sense of patriotism in its audience members with the use of specific images and memories, McDonald's capitalizes on the tragedies of the United States. This technique not only exploits the experiences of fellow American viewers, but also serves to convince consumers that eating McDonald's food is equivalent to being a good American. By playing up the use of pathos and patriotism, McDonald's attempts to establish a strong bond with its viewers. Upon the initial release of this commercial in January of 2015, the company immediately received some negative backlash. Specifically, viewers of the commercial became especially active on Twitter. Tweets such as, "Remember when all those people died? Here, buy a Happy Meal," and "McDonald's is right, they're the real heroes," were being repeatedly favorited and retweeted. The creators of this campaign were taken aback by this unfavorable reaction as they believed that their good intentions were clear. McDonald's executive expressed that they wanted this advertisement to demonstrate the company's dedication to their local communities. The U.S. Chief Marketing Officer Deborah Wall claims, "Good advertising creates emotion and it encourages conversation. We're about engaging and leaning into that." Many viewers showered this advertising campaign with praise. Many people believed that this commercial created a new and improved image for McDonald's. Viewers showed their support on Twitter with comments like, "Best work from McDonald's in a long time." Many of these supporters mentioned how heartwarming the advertisement was and how the commercial evoked many emotions. McDonald's was able to accomplish this through their overuse of pathos. Pathos can be defined as the quality or power in evoking a feeling of pity or of sympathetic and kindly sorrow or compassion. The entire Signs advertisement was created to provoke emotional responses in its viewers. The advertisement not only uses images from tragic events, but also more personal messages such as "Happy 30th, Ed and Beth," and "Hug those dads." Some would claim that these signs are even more moving as they are extremely relatable to almost every audience members. These attainable and relatable images create a connection between the viewer and the advertisement, and in turn, the viewer and McDonald's. To increase the emotional response even further, McDonald's advertising team chose a very specific song as the only form of audio for the commercial. This song is entitled "Carry On," originally sung by a band called Fun. However, this commercial used a children's choral version of this hit track. This song includes lyrics such as, "If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground, carry on." Carry on? Why should viewers who have suffered tremendous losses from many of these tragedies be told to carry on? Nonetheless, by a fast food company like McDonald's. This message is not only irrelevant to fast food, but is also completely inappropriate and somewhat offensive. It is clear that this song was chosen to exaggerate pathos even further and elicit a stronger emotional response with the use of children's voices. A main theme of this advertisement was that of patriotism. Without flashing the American flag across the screen, McDonald's was striving to become a part of the stereotypical American dream. By associating their company with these important national events, McDonald's is creating a connection between the USA and their food chain. Without saying as much, this advertisement indicates that since McDonald's is such a supportive all-American company, it would be in one's best interest to also support McDonald's if one wants to be deemed a truly good American citizen. Invoking a sense of patriotism in viewers is a frequently practiced advertising technique. Especially in the United States, many consumers identify strongly with their country and have a lot of American pride. Analysts of this advertising technique claim they inspire consumers to feel a little boost of nationalistic pride, and the advertisements work because they play into the emotions of consumers wanting to support something local. And McDonald's does just that with the use of images that relate to both small-scale and large-scale communities. Although this technique sounds appealing and somewhat foolproof, this was not the first time that viewers have had a negative response to similar advertisements. In 2013, AT&T released an advertisement for their new cell phone. This ad showed the cell phone taking a photo of the lights where the Twin Towers used to stand in New York City with the caption, "Never forget." Similarly, Campbell's released an advertisement of a SpaghettiO holding an American flag with the caption, "Take a moment to remember Pearl Harbor with us." Both of these advertisements were quickly rejected and were removed from the internet by their respective companies. The overwhelming negative response was similar to that of the McDonald's Signs commercial. People were insulted that these companies were exploiting the country's tragedies for their own benefit. In specific reference to the McDonald's commercial, one critic claimed, "It didn't seem false, it seemed forced," indicating that although it was clear that McDonald's had not fabricated these signs solely for their advertisement, it still seemed that they were forcing emotion down the throats of their viewers. Another critic called the company out for their attempt to tug at America's heartstrings when he said, "That pleasant, tingly, warm feeling subsides as you realize how pandering it is for McDonald's to use people's emotional attachment to America's greatest tragedies and triumphs to peddle its MSG-laden quasi-meat." Although many viewers easily fell into the trap that McDonald's set up and began to associate this fast food chain with American pride, many others did not follow suit. For most, the connection that McDonald's tried so hard to make between the USA and their mediocre fast food products was not established. However, it is important to remember that McDonald's did not have bad or malicious intentions when creating this advertisement. It is evident that they did not intend on offending their viewers, but rather they were hoping on creating a connection with the communities that they have been serving for years. In order to do so effectively, McDonald's should have demonstrated ways that they were actually helping American communities. McDonald's is not actually making a difference in America by just putting up a sign in support of a tragedy or celebration. For example, the Ronald McDonald House Charities provides housing near hospitals for families of sick children. If McDonald's were to focus on this aspect of their company, it would not only strengthen their image, but would also more effectively prove that they are an all-American company concerned with the well-being of their patrons. By focusing more on what McDonald's can actually do for America and less on the country's tragedies, this advertisement could have a lot more viewers loving it.